Morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing for Tuesday, the 5th of March. Okay, unfortunately, the picture this morning has deteriorated from what the forecast was showing yesterday. Midnight chart, you can see this occlusion, or a couple of occlusions, and generally quite a lot of activity. Moving across to midday today, it's moved off to the east, but it's very slow moving. And I think we're just under the later part of this at the moment. You see this trough line just over the continent here, quite close to us, also bringing quite a lot of instability. So some showers this morning, and then hopefully some less this afternoon, but it will be generally showery all day. Continuing on to tomorrow, depending on how much of a feature this warm front ends up being, it should be okay. It's showing as a weakening feature at the moment. Continuing on, Thursday, also not looking too bad. There is a lot of activity in the Atlantic, so it does depend on where all these fronts end up. Wind today pretty slack, generally northwesterly by the looks of it, and about 10 knots of flying height. Yeah, the sat pic, you can see quite a lot of cloud over us at the moment. You can sort of make out that front just getting towards the east coast at the moment. And you can see in the clearer areas there are showers developing. Yeah, so on the rainfall radar, you sort of see that front there. You see we're in an area of showers still at the moment and various other showers around. Okay, looking at the rainfall forecast, going through the day, this area of rain that we're under at the moment slowly, very slowly moves away. Looks like we should be reasonably clear by about midday. And then going through the afternoon, you can see if the sun comes out at all, it looks like there'll be showers developing, all quite small, quite localized. So we'll just have to keep an eye on them, see where they're developing. Can't really tell at this point where they're going to end up exactly, and hopefully avoid them. Public forecast then showing heavy showers this morning for a couple of hours, and then going into the afternoon, they're not actually picking up anything in the afternoon. They're just showing cloudy. Temperature currently 5 degrees, getting up to 7 or 8 degrees. And you see the wind is pretty light, northwesterly flow all day. Currently humidity unsurprisingly up at 96% and improving by about midday, maybe 1 o'clock, it's getting down to 90%, and then slowly reducing through the rest of the afternoon. So midday we should have 8 or 9 degrees according to GFS, with the dew points down at around 4 or 5. So by midday we should actually be okay. That's current view outside, it was 5 minutes ago. Hasn't changed much now. You see that winds are pointing towards the ground. Very light winds by the looks of it today. Currently just under 6 degrees, dew points around about 4. Okay, Odium, current observation, not brilliant as you'd expect. Their forecast, so up until midday, they've put broken at 800 feet and rain showers. A little bit worse until 11, they've put Q-NIMS, heavy rain showers. From 11 onwards, they've put here broken clouds at 1200, Q-NIMS and rain showers. I think that's a little bit pessimistic. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem all afternoon. They've put here from midday, scattered at 2000 and rain showers. So they're thinking it's going to be raining quite a lot. Farnborough, fairly similar to begin with. From 11 onwards, they're just showing broken at 1200 and rain showers. Okay, top meteo, this is 10 a.m. You can see the low cloud and drizzle in our area. Going forward to midday is clearing up, but still quite a lot of low cloud. And looking at this forecast, it's not going to get flyable here until about 1 o'clock. I'm hoping it will be a bit sooner than that. And you can see going into the afternoon, they're not really picking up a lot of showers until later on. They're picking up a few very localized showers and spots of rain. But otherwise, top meteo showing a fairly clear outlook from about midday, maybe 1 o'clock. Okay, there's no NOTAMs to be worrying about when we go flying. Okay, operationally, I think we're probably going to have to go for a wet weather setup. We'll see what it's like when we actually go out. So that will be 27 with the launch point further in and just offset to the south side. Cables running along the north side of the runway. So that will be left-hand circuits onto the main runway and right-hand circuits onto the north side grass, making sure the right-hand circuits do go onto the north side grass and they're not going onto the runway. That's right. The south side circuit's onto the runway, north side circuit's onto the north side grass. If it is dry enough out there, we'll go for a standard setup, so move the launch point further back, and we'll be landing on the grass both sides. That means we'll get slightly higher winch launches. But assume this is going to be the setup, given how much rain we've had overnight and how much rain we're going to continue to have this morning. Okay, we've got 3 K21, 774, 5 and 8, 2 K13s, C and S. We might have a third K13 later on. They just need to finish up the paperwork on that before we can fly it. We've got 1 baby grob and 3 discuses. Barry sent out the ground handling guidance that I put together last week. So while you're all drinking tea this morning, you can have a look through that. If you can stick to that this afternoon, that would be great. And please make sure we're not sitting on the wing roots of the K21s, and make sure we're lifting the tail wheel when turning the tail heavy gliders, especially SH6 today. We have got the tail dolly for that, so use that if you can. Okay, several movements today. 727 departure at 1 p.m, 737 arrival at 2:50, and a 737 departure at 4. They may get delayed due to the weather, so we'll just have to play all that by ear. Okay, we'll see what the weather's doing. As soon as it starts to clear out, we'll go and DI gliders and start taking things out. Hopefully we should get most of the day out of it. I'll see you on the airfield. Bye for now.